Hey you guys, Indigo here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cheese the fire giant. This dude is very aggravating and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are just wanting to get this guy out of the way. They've fought him, hundreds of times and they're sick of it. So this is the best up-to-date method to cheese this guy. What you're wanting is any bow, preferably a long bow, and rank that up to its maximum damage. And then we're going to be using poison arrows, rot arrows, and blood arrows because we're wanting to inflict the fire giant with blood, poison, or rot damage to passively take him down. Also, and then these are the talismans I'm using. Talismans are completely up to you, but this will be just speeding the process up a bit. Then we're going to be wanting to have the mimic tear equipped and ready for his second phase. So what we're wanting to do is we're going to be starting at this side of Grace here, which is just right next to the fire giant arena, and we're going to be coming to this door here to come into the actual boss fight itself. And then I'll just be showing you where to go and how to get out of the arena once we are in here. So once we're in, just equip your horse again, and we're going to be coming up to the left. Just keep a hard left, and then we'll be swinging around this way. I have got it slowing down. It might take you a few attempts to get this jump down, but it is possible and it is quite easy once you understand it. So get off torrent so it's a bit easier, and we're going down this area where the barrier isn't, and then equip torrent again, and then we're doing our first jump and then sort of fall to this point here, and that's where we do our second jump and land over on this platform. Now to be cheesing him, and this is probably the best area I've found, it limits him to only one attack. So we're going back towards that side of Grace, then we're coming up and around, and we're just wanting to lure him over. As you'll see here, he is still sort of quite far away, so we're just hanging out for a bit. Just if you need to prep or whatever, just prep, chill out, and just wait for him to start coming over to you. This is quite a slow way to kill him off, but you will be able to start fresh on his second phase. But anyway, I will get into that a bit later. So what we're doing is we're just luring him up over here, and you want him on this platform area. He sort of just gets stuck and gets stuck in the walking animation sort of thing, and that just stops him from doing any attacks. If you don't get him up onto that point, he will be able to do his regular attacks, and a lot of them will be able to reach you and still deal damage. But if we get him up here, then it's pretty easy. Like I say, he's only got one attack, and I'll be showing you what to do when he does do that attack. So just wait for this old fella, God, he's slow and painful, to get up here, and then this is when we're going to start shooting him. Like I say, make sure you got plenty of arrows, use poison, blood, scarlet rot, anything that's going to do a passive effect, and just start taking him out, just start firing away at his head. You will see that he is now getting afflicted with poison or scarlet, whatever you're using, and then just chill, let that do what it's going to do. Or you can start hitting him with any other arrows just to speed it up. I used blood, so I'd be hitting him with blood, and that will take a pretty decent chunk of damage off him. So yeah, just keep at it. It took me about 10 minutes to get this first phase out of the way. This is the only attack I've found he can do here, and it only seems to come to that point, but just to be safe I moved back and got out of the way. And yeah, just keep at it, get this old prick basically out of the way, and get him done so you can move on with the game and move on with your life too. I know what it's like being stuck on some of these bosses, and it is quite difficult and stressful, so yeah. I haven't been able to figure out how to not be pulled into the arena with him, which is quite hard. So as you'll see here, it's got him brought back into the arena, but as long as you're doing rot or scarlet and he's passively going down just on his change, you will notice a big chunk of health comes off him. So he's got next to bugger all health. For the second phase, you're wanting to target his hands and definitely use a mimic here, but I'd say Intel range build would be the best. Just target his hands and just chip away at him, and get rid of this dude as easy as you can. Um, if I can find a way to be beating the fire giant and to be able to stay out of the arena for his second phase, I know you can jump back out of the map, but it is really hard to lure him back down to that spot again. So in all honesty, you're probably easier just to take a bit of time and just get him in this form in the arena itself. But yeah, definitely use Torrent and just keep out of his way. So like I say, if I can update this video and do find a bit easier cheese method where you're not having to deal with him, I will. But please give me a like and sub, guys. Cheers.